Welcome back, friends. The golden days of summer are here, humming with warmth and buzzing with life. These final sunlit moments before autumn drifts in seem to whisper for one last celebration, and we have so many reasons, but this time there's one especially dear. And around here, when our hearts are full, we celebrate with tea. But not just any tea. As someone who's wandered through dozens of tea houses around the globe, I've come to treasure not just the flavors, but the rituals. And I love sharing the best of those practices, tips, and ideas with you. Will you join me as I prepare a bubble tea party for my dearest ones? Every tea party begins in the same way for me. Pen in hand, books on my lap or scattered about, and a head full of ideas. There's a special kind of calm to a summer afternoon indoors. Blinds half drawn, golden sunlight drifting across the floor. For this tea party, I wanted to plan something summery, colorful, and a little unexpected. As usual, we'll begin with a color palette. To echo the vivid hues of late summer, I wanted our table to feel lush and green. This tablecloth will be the perfect foundation. To this, we will add a green runner to help us emphasize bringing the outdoors in. We will add a similar green runner to our toppings bar. We will add some traditional tier trays, saucers, and plates to bring in our sense of tradition, and crown them with wider, whimsical glasses, perfect for our iced bubble tea. And to all of this, we will weave in so many florals. This is the season of all things colorful and alive, and I want nothing more than to be surrounded by it. And finally, for one extra special touch, we'll add a few special frames to help our guests navigate the menu and to offer little sparks of inspiration. With our table set, let's move on to our menu. Summer to me tastes bright, full of citrus and vibrance, anchored by rich, satisfying textures. Since this is a bubble tea party, we'll balance east and west in our flavors and keep a few timeless elements of traditional tea as well. We'll begin with warm, flavorful savories. First, we have these impossibly fluffy chashu bao buns. These are little clouds of steamed bread wrapped around slow-roasted, savory sweet pork. The perfect start to the tea party. Next, we'll make these mini shiitake and bacon quiches. These are rich with umami and brightened by smoky bacon and nutty Gruyere cheese. I like to make these in standard muffin tins for a heartier size than mini muffins, which works really well for a tea party. These have such a flaky crust and the filling is so savory and rich, it's perfect. Next, we'll make Chinese shrimp toasts, bringing us right to dim sum tables around the world. These are crisp and aromatic with cilantro and ginger and full of satisfying depth. Plus, they're super easy to prepare. Finally, these green onion and sesame puff twists are a fun spin on cheddar twists. These are reminiscent of Chinese green onion pancakes and their addictive crispy layers. With our savories completed, let's move on to our scones. First, a tender, buttery scone crowned with a silky matcha glaze. I made this with matcha from Harney & Sons, which is sourced in Japan and truly one of the most delicious I have tasted. I have a feeling it'll be making a few more appearances this season. Our second is a bright lemon strawberry scone from Tea Time magazine. The citrusy lift and burst of berry make it a perfect bridge from our savory course into the sweets course. We'll serve these with clotted cream and bright yuzu jam. Let's move on to our sweets. First, we'll make these stunning black sesame cream and passion fruit curd puffs. The combination of these flavors and textures is explosive. Ugh, it's just so good. We'll also add some beautifully crafted fruit mochi, store-bought this time, to save us a bit of time. And then, something I personally love so much on this menu, matcha Swiss roll slices. This is a soft and airy sponge wrapped around a cloud of matcha cream. It has just enough earthiness to keep you coming back for another bite and another. They freeze really well, so they're super easy to make ahead and thaw for the party. To take advantage of summer's bounty, we'll make these fruit skewers to add some freshness. And for a touch of tradition, we'll serve Earl Grey panna cotta in petite glass cups. This is so creamy and delicately sweet. I really love how this texture adds to the table. With our food wrapped up, let's talk about the heart of this party, our bubble tea bar. We'll begin with mango pudding jellies, cut into tiny cubes, recipe courtesy of Boba Guys, one of my personal favorites. Bubble tea has such a fun history. It was born in Taiwan in the 1980s, when tea shop owners first combined sweet milk tea with chewy tapioca pearls. We'll also add these passion fruit popping boba for a fun surprise. And of course, our classic tapioca pearls. These signature chewy bubbles that everyone knows and loves. We'll prepare them just before the party so they're perfectly chewy and fresh in a brown sugar and honey syrup. For our teas, we'll begin with the essential jasmine milk tea. We'll make this unsweetened so anyone can choose to sweeten to their liking. Next, we have a roasted chestnut milk tea for a fun flavored surprise. And finally, for a pop of summer magic, Harney & Sons Indigo Punch, which brews the most stunning blue-purple and finishes bright and fruity. And just like that, our table is full and our hearts are so happy. This little gathering was more than recipes and decorations. It was a celebration of life's sweetness, of seasons changing, and of love. Among the flowers and laughter, we shared the happiest news of all, that our family is growing and a tiny new guest will join us soon. Happy tea, dear friends. Thank you for being here, for your kindness, and for letting me share these moments with you. If you enjoyed this video and would like more cozy tea party ideas, classic or unexpected, I'd be so honored if you'd like and subscribe. There's always another tea party just around the corner. Until next time.